So Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, if you've watched me for any period of time, you know, this is like one of my biggest surprise movies ever. I did not like the idea of the movie. I didn't like the sounds of the movie. I didn't even like the animation style I saw in the trailers. And then I went to go see it, and I freaking love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies the last number of years. I think the best comic book movie of 2018, the same year that Black Panther and Infinity War came out. And I think Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was the best comic book movie that year. Now, one of the great things about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse was not just that Miles was a great character, but the secondary characters were all great too. You know, you're talking about all the different Spider-Man variants, but also his parents, his mom and his dad were great. And Miles's dad is actually the subject of today's Mint Mobile hotline question of the day. Listen, guys, if you have a question for our channel and you'd like to hear your voice on our channel, go ahead and call our Mint Mobile hotline anytime, 24/7 at 951-268-4259. And once again, today's question is about Miles's dad. Check it out.
Hey, John, it's Nathan from Columbus, Ohio. I had a question about the new upcoming Spider-Man movie. Like the PS4 game, Miles Morales, his dad, dies in the game, and there's been some indication in some trailers that Miles' dad might die as well in this movie. Do you think it's possible that Miles' dad will die?
All right, thanks a lot for calling that in, Nathan. Okay, so a couple of the best scenes in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, one is the funniest and one is one of the most emotional. One of the funniest scenes in that movie or in any movie that year was in Miles's dad in the police car, drops Miles off at school, says, "I love you." Miles doesn't say it back, and he literally honks siren. "You have to say I love you." You have to say in front of all of his friends. And I just died. This scene right here, I just died laughing. I still, every time I watch this movie, and I've seen it about a dozen times, every time I watch this movie, I laugh hysterically at that moment. But then it also has one of the most emotionally powerful moments as well, as after his brother dies, Miles' uncle, he goes to his son's dorm and talks to him through the door. And not realizing that, I think he was bound and gagged at that point on the other side of the door, but gave this real emotional plea that brought some heavy emotional weight to the movie. And I just think, I love the dad's character. And I love the mom, and I can't wait to see both of them in Across Spider-Verse. Now, in the PlayStation game, Miles's dad dies in the line of duty. And there's a real emotional funeral scene and all that kind of stuff. Now, connected to that, in a lot of the promos that we have seen for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the upcoming Spider-Verse movie, we hear Miguel say to Miles, "You can't save everybody," right? Sometimes you're going to have to choose, I'm paraphrasing, between saving someone or saving everybody. And you got to choose everybody. And Miles says, "No, I don't believe that. I'm going to be able to do whatever I want," which could be implied that maybe his dad's life's on the line. Maybe both of his parents' life's on the line. And he's got to make a choice between saving them, the people closest to him, or saving a much larger group of people. So could theoretically, since Miles's dad dies in the game, could they be foreshadowing that Miles's dad dies in Across the Spider-Verse? Yeah, they totally could. And I think the way that these Spider-Verse movies have been made, I don't think they're afraid to pull heavy triggers on heavy narrative turns. I mean, it would be, look, Peter has the death of Uncle Ben. And you could argue that Miles had the death of his uncle, but I don't think we ever felt as attached to his uncle as, you know, we could theoretically with his dad. And if they have that, you know, crucible for Miles to actually have to suffer through the death of his father, that could give an incredible depth to it. Now, I really hope they don't, because I love this character and I love the dynamic, not just between Miles and him, but also between him and his wife. I love that dynamic and I hope they don't. But could it happen? I'll go this far. I think it's a coin toss. I think it's a 50-50 shot that they actually might have his dad die in this movie. Anyway, Chris, you love Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse
so
like
much.
You know the dad dies in the video game. Mm-hmm. What do you think the chances are here that we could actually see, I think the dad's name is Jefferson,
yes,
that we could actually see Jefferson die in Across the Spider-Verse? What do you think?
Oh, it's very likely. Even though we've ticked that dead uncle box that, you know, a Spider-Man has to have, we definitely have his family on the line here. But I do feel like the trailer is a misdirect. I think seeing Jefferson being the one in peril is a huge misdirect, because they could have shown us anything at CinemaCon. Could have shown us anything at all. And instead, what we mostly saw was a very heartstrings, beautiful moment between Miles and Rio, his mother. And
I don't like
really
where you're
think-
going, by the way.
Really think
I
it
don't
could
like
be
where you're
her.
going
There's
at all.
precedent for that, though, too. Just like how in the game we have Miles's dad pass in PS4 game, or the PS5 game, excuse me. We have Rio accidentally get shot by cops in Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 22, and she dies in that. So it really does come down to a coin toss, like you said, where I think we could lose either parent. What I really want is for Miles to be right and have a suck it, Miguel. I can save individuals and the greater good as well. But I don't think that's the kind of story we're going to be telling, especially since this is the second installment. And as we know from most great trilogies, number 2 is when shit hits the fan. That's when things go really, really pear-shaped for our hero and they really have to overcome. And I think what could be worse than him having to go through the loss of one of these incredible parents.
And to Chris's point, yeah, the stuff they showed us at CinemaCon were these wonderful, beautiful, intimate, conversation between mother and son between them. And that might be them setting it up for her to die. I hate that. We want to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. From the gas pump to the grocery store, your utility bills and favorite streaming services, inflation is everywhere. Seriously, make it stop. Thankfully, there's one company out there that's giving you a much needed break. It's Mint Mobile. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know that ever since I switched to Mint Mobile, I've been saving almost 70% a month over my old phone plan. For people looking for extra savings this year, Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. By going online only and eliminating the traditional cost of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All of their plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea. Guys, question is for you. In the video game, Miles loses a parent, in the comics as well. Do you think that's where they could be heading with Across the Spider-Verse? There's been some hints in the trailers that maybe he does. Maybe he can save the day and save both of his parents and live happily ever after. I don't know. Question is for you. What do you think they're going to do here? Whatever your thoughts are, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and check out our daily podcast, the John Campea Show podcast, available on Spotify, Apple, and wherever you get your podcasts. And also, make sure you subscribe to our John Campea daily newsletter. You'll find the links down in the description of this video.